Well, there are two aspects of the CFSA. One is, obviously, we need to support our programs and the ministries, which have such an important impact in the lives of individuals, of families, of the parishes, and of our diocese as a whole. Secondly, it is an opportunity to come together as a family to support one another and to reinforce one another and to treat one another, particularly in those areas where there's some hurting, some healing that needs to be accomplished.
At a time when there was a crisis in my life, there was a program that was available to help me through that. You're really broken when you start going to something like that. You don't know what your next step should be. And what was helpful is it was a place where there was a group of people and we were all in the same place. And so we were able to get comfort from each other. I don't know that you know necessarily, number one, all the programs that are available, and number two, that those dollars that you're giving, you have no idea how many people that's going to help.
We do so many beautiful things, priests, clergy, lay people in so many different roles do so many beautiful things, but most people don't know it because the impact is not widespread. It's one by one, or it's family by family, it's parish by parish, and so it has a profound impact, mostly unknown, and that's a helpful thing. We don't do these things to be noticed. We do things to be disciples of Christ and be His hands in the healing and help of others.
I've often heard people say that, as bad as it sounds, that prison itself can be their salvation because it has put a stop to the actions of the life that they were living. The guys are just so happy for somebody would take enough time out of their life to come in and pray with them. And it's a marvelous thing. We're spreading the gospel, through the money given to make all of this happen.
And that's really what the call of all disciples, whatever our vocation, whatever our role, we all can play that role of being the hands of Christ and helping out. And sometimes, as I think Deacon Chet said, it's just being present and saying somebody cares, God loves, God's love and mercy is always present.
The love of Jesus Christ is something that, this is personal, that I feel every day. I know that Jesus Christ loves me. As the song, Jesus loves me, this I know. And because of the blessings in my life, and even in the difficulties that I have faced, I know that Christ is there with me. And that gift, like most gifts, have to be shared, must be shared. Christ's love is so powerful that I don't doubt for a minute that even those who appear to reject it come to know somebody cared for him. Whether it was the chaplain, the nurse who took care of him, the doctor who took care of him, someone cares for him. And that's the love of Christ in action. Well, I thank the people of the Diocese of Sioux Falls for being so supportive of CFSA, and in doing so recognizing the importance of chaplaincy and the privilege and the obligation we have of taking care of the sick, of taking care of those who are sick physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And that we have this opportunity through their generosity to serve the people of God.
There's no question that a number of people participate in the CFSA out of their meagerness, out of their it's a sacrifice for them, and yet it's one way to express their faith. It's one way they can do it as part of something bigger. Individually, it might not seem like so much, the widows might, and yet it really is so much more when you put it all together as a family. We come together as a family, and so I'm just so grateful, and the generosity of the people in our diocese is just overwhelming and has been over the years, not just for this CFSA, but in so many other ways. And so it's a privilege to be bishop of such a generous disciples of Christ.